Hiring an innovation manager? Be careful. It's one of the most misunderstood roles in the business today. Here's what most companies get wrong and how to get it right. I've spent the last 15 years helping organizations design, implement, and scale innovation strategies across industries, countries, and organizational cultures. And today I want to talk about a role that's becoming increasingly popular, but often misunderstood: the innovation manager. If your company is thinking of hiring one, or if you already have, this video is for you.
The title Innovation Manager is showing up in more and more org charts. But here's the problem. Companies often appoint someone to the role without actually defining what innovation means in their context, or what success should look like. Innovation is not a buzzword, and managing it is not a vibe. It's a profession, a capability. And like any capability, it needs clarity, structure, and the right mindset. Too often, companies hand over innovation to someone for the wrong reasons. It might be a senior employee who knows the business, or someone from the industry, familiar with the product, the market, the customers. Sometimes it's someone known for their creativity or out-of-the-box thinking. But none of that, by itself, qualifies them to lead innovation. Because this role isn't about instinct or experience alone. It requires someone who can navigate uncertainty with structure, guide teams through uncharted territory, and turn ideas into repeatable outcomes. Someone who knows how to move from insight to execution, not once, but consistently. When innovation is treated like an add-on, given to someone simply because they're smart, strategic, or available, it rarely delivers. Not because the person isn't capable, but because the role demands something more specific. So what to look for? First, skip the sector tunnel vision. You don't need someone who's spent 5 years in your exact industry. You need someone who knows how to scope real problems, test assumptions, and turn insights into action. Industry knowledge? They can learn that. But process mastery, the ability to drive innovation across silos, that's non-negotiable. Second, you want a facilitator, not a solo genius. The best innovation managers don't show off. They bring people in. They break down silos, build shared language, and get teams collaborating. And if your innovation depends on one superstar's brilliance, you're one resignation away from losing it all. You want someone who builds systems, not spotlights. Someone who scales innovation through others. Third, they need a strategic lens. Innovation without alignment is just noise. You want someone who filters opportunities through real business goals, manages risk like a portfolio, and knows when to go fast and when to go deep. It's not about chasing trends. It's about building relevance. And last, they must know how to handle chaos. Innovation is messy, but process helps. The right person builds enough structure to create clarity without killing creativity. They're not just task managers, they're architects of momentum. What this role is not. Let's be honest, this role is often misunderstood. It's not a glorified brainstorm facilitator. It's not a sidekick to the tech team. It's not a junior marketer with a fancy title. And it's definitely not someone who's just good in a pitch room. If you treat innovation like a label, that's all you'll get. But if you treat it like a discipline, that's where real capability begins.
Innovation management is a profession, and it needs to be treated as such. So before you fill this role, ask yourself, are we appointing someone to run workshops and chase trends? Or are we investing in someone who can build sustainable innovation engine across the business? If you've seen this role succeed or fail, I'd love to hear your take. Drop a comment below and let's keep the conversation going. And if this gave you something to think about, like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps this message reach others who care about doing innovation right.
Thanks for watching and stay innovative.